Hey guys, Bear here from TGS with another Forza Motorsport 7 live stream. Overall, it's number 27. Last time I did the Spa Francorchamps stream, we got 170 plus views. As I just checked, greatly appreciate it. I'm definitely going to consider doing the endurance races with a Drivatar again in the future. The other ones that I need to complete for my playthrough. But otherwise, today we're focusing on mopping up a few achievements. I'm getting ready to kind of consider, moving this game off the list. And this is something I'm considering show and tell. Maybe I'll do this, but no guarantees. That requires a few endurance races. Maybe I'll do everything with the Drivatar and just let it stream while I do other things. Could think about something. Real quick shout out to Heavily Family. What is up? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for helping out in Minecraft earlier. Real quick to go over today. Again, I'm thinking about this. I have to complete all showcase events. We're 60% done, but there's 2 endurance races left, so maybe I'll get the Drivatar and plow through this stuff. I will not be getting 100 driver suits or doing 300 laps in multiplayer or collecting 300 cars, 500 or 700. I'm going to do this today, no substitute. Complete a race with every car from Porsche. We're going to do a drag race in every single Porsche. And, pop that achieve. I will not be doing that, not doing that. Probably not going to do these. The only way I'd consider it is if I Drivatar it. If you guys would actually want me to use the Drivatar, then I can, do other things I need to do in life while I let the game kind of just simulate itself. Most of the rest of these achieves I'm not going to go for, to be honest. I think that covers it. The rest are Forzathon. Yep. I do want to say real quick, if you watch, please like, subscribe, check out other content. If you check it out, leave a like and a comment. Go to thegamersociety.com. There you can check out our schedule. The schedule for today is posted. Next week's schedule will be posted probably tonight or tomorrow. You can also vote in the poll. Poll closes tonight at 8 p.m. So when I start PUBG tonight, I will be announcing the winner of the poll, which I'll start playing tomorrow. I'll be playing that game Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, so it'll be a main game on the channel. You can also donate via PayPal, and lastly, join our club on Xbox, the Gamers Society Fan Club. That's where we post, looking for group posts. For instance, if we're holding Minecraft, you check in the looking for group section tomorrow, probably tomorrow night, and you can request to join. It's first come, first serve. Also doing Fortnite next weekend. I know Havili's here watching, and you mentioned that, so just take a look in the club, it'll be there. Quickly go over my messages here. We got 11,000 bucks. Rival recommendation, delete. I never wasted my time on the rivals in this game. We got some driver gear. Alrighty, so we're gonna set up to do this achievement. Let's go to free play. So we're going to have to drive every single Porsche in the game down the racetrack. These are the ones I own. We have to go to rent car. Here's where they all exist. Oh my god. Bear with me, they're making me scroll the entire thing again. If I have to do this every time, this is going to be a pain. But we'll do it. There are 34 Porsches in this game. Holy crap. So over the course of the next hour, I'm going to be drag racing every single one of these Porsches you see right here. Let me try something real quick. I want to see if we can sort it. I was hoping we can restrict this to Porsche. Hold on, guys. I might be able to do something about that. we're just looking for a quarter-mile drag strip. Oh, hold on. We go down to drag race. I'm using my steering wheel, so it's a little bit of a pain to get this all set up. Here we go, drag race. That's all we had to do. Let's do it at 6-track airfield. 2-car, quarter-mile. 2 drivatars. Or 1 drivatar, only and me. Game type, drag. We select Porsche only, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, here we go, found the restrictions. To answer chat, yes, Fortnite would be next week. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I was looking over and accidentally clicked the button. Even though McLarens are definitely cool cars. Get to Porsche. Here we go. Adjusted line, braking only, braking, ABS on, steering, simulation, traction control off, stability off, shifting manual. Let's go for simulation because we're going on a drag strip anyway. Rewind on just in case, and friction assist off. I had all that stuff set to super easy because that's the only way you can, simulate the race. You're technically not simulating it, but all you have to do is put a rubber band on your controller over the accelerator. The car will stop for you, it'll turn for you, and if you put the other people on super easy or whatever, I had this set to new racer when I did that, and my drivatar per se lapped them multiple times, and all I had to do was watch and tap the controller once in a while to make sure the controller wouldn't die. So it's definitely an easy way to get it done. TGS presents Forza Motorsport 7. Going to be drag racing all the Porsches in the game. I believe all 34 of them on the quarter-mile strip at the airfield. This will unlock the achievement No Substitute, 15 gamer score, complete a race with every car from Porsche. We're going to be renting all the cars, as I don't personally own them all in the game. That would cost way too much money. So basically, I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. You're going to want to go ahead and first things first, race setup. You can use this area or you can use Sonoma. I went for the test track airfield. 1 drivatar to go against drag race. Any car division for advanced rules. I just have the difficulty set to average. And lastly, I went down to here to make, set it to Porsche. And this way, it's always Porsches. For my assist, I'm going to be running steering simulation, traction stability off, manual, simulation, damaged fuel tire wear, not that it matters on a quarter mile. And that's that. So we're going to go ahead and pick out our car and go right down the list, all 34, back to back to back. So we're going to have to click Rent Car. I was hoping to start with the bottom first. So let me see something. Can I sort them by year? I was hoping to start with the bottom car and go up from there. So we have to go to 1950s. And we have these two. So we're going to start with the 1955 Porsche 550 Spider. From there we'll go to the 356A Speedster, and we'll continue through the decades up into the end. Should be relatively quick. We're just going to do one lap each time of a quarter mile and continue right down the list. Are we gonna break 100? No, we're not. 93 miles per hour, 15.249. Cayenne's probably gonna do better than that, or the Macan. I'm not sure which one they put in the game. I saw an SUV there. What we're going to do is we're going to scroll down the list every time to the bottom and move one up. So here we get the 356A Speedster. See how this car does compared to the previous one. Way slower. Wow. We hit 76 at 17.6. That was way more sluggish. So this is the next one. Why is it lagging? I don't know. It's a single player game. Well, at least I'm in single player. There we go. 1960 Porsche 718 RS60. Let's rent it out, see what happens. Car is way faster than the previous one. We are out. Thank gosh. It's a pretty sweet little car. 12.846. That's 3 seconds faster than the first car we did. Next, we have the 1962 Porsche 804. I'm gonna bet this one gets the top spot so far. The answer, Chad, this is for the no substitute achievement. Use every Porsche in the game. There's 34 of them. I'm on like number 4. No traction stability on, so that was a bit rough right there. 11.578 seconds, fastest car we drove. Took down this quarter mile so far. To check, I just want to make sure it's showing some progress. No substitute up to 20%, so it's working. Easy way to get it done, and you get to experience all the different Porsches in the game, so it's definitely fun. But there's a lot of them. There's 34 of them, so this is a little bit time consuming. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We are on the 1970 Porsche 9146. This will be slow, so be prepared. So here we go, 1973 Porsche 911 Carrera RS. .714. We just did the 73. So we got the 1978 Porsche number 78 Momo 935/78. Let's do it. Was this their take on the F40 or something? Oh, is that the intake coming through the dash? That's pretty wild. 9.76 seconds, quarter mile, amazing. That was like lightning. 1982 Porsche 911 Turbo 3.3. $13.13. Here we go, 1987 Porsche 959. $11.528. So we just did the 959, means we're moving on to the 1987 Porsche number 17 Porsche AG 962C. That was an insane tire spin launch right there. If we would have had a little bit better traction right there, we definitely could have charged right through. But the tires just kept going. Next, we have the 1988 Porsche number 17 Porsche Dunlop 962C. So it's just a year upgrade and doesn't seem like it has any other changes to it. But let's hop in anyway, as it's required for the Achieve. Definitely a car built for racing, that's for sure. That guy has, I feel like the drivatar I'm going against has like traction on, but I'm running traction stability off. So we're getting way too much tire spin, so that's why I downshifted, and you can see the acceleration we're getting is tremendous, so because we don't have the car limiting how much power we're putting down. Which obviously increases the chance of crashing and stuff, but we're on a drag strip in a video game, so it's not like it's something to worry about. Never driven these cars other than today, so you know, my launches won't be perfect every time, but I'll do my best to represent these cars how they should be represented. I'm scared of the newer ones where they're just loaded powerhouses. You know, that's where it's going to get a bit, you know, choppy. 1989 Porsche 944 Turbo. I used to want to buy one of these for cheap and modify it for fun, Forza style, but I never got around to that. Maybe one day in the future. Who knows? A lot of better options, but this one, you can get one of these for under 10K, I'm pretty sure nowadays. $13.58. It's not the fastest car, but not too shabby. So next we have the 1993 Porsche 928 GTS. Look at that dash overhaul right there. .946, not too shabby at all. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who the person is either that is putting me up against, but obviously he just took someone's random drivatar and threw him in here with me. Gonna appear in a lot of races against me today. Let's see. We got the 1993 Porsche 911 Turbo S. Leichtbah. Probably butchered that. Let's see. This car seems like it's badass, so I'm ready to take it down the strip. It's only got 979 miles on it. .712, quick like I thought. Wish I would just put you at the car you last left, you know, did anything with. So we just did this one. Next we have the 1995 Porsche 911 GT2. Now this is quick. .628. Not surprised. I feel like we're spending more time in the load screens than actually driving the cars, but the whole point of this is to show an efficient way to get the achievement done. Getting a chance to test out each of these cars' accelerations. So let's see, we're gonna go ahead. Select our next car. Oops, that was accidental. Definitely looking forward to taking that out though. Let's see, we're all the way down here. We just did the 911 GT2. We're going to do the 1998 Porsche 911 GT1 Strassen version. I almost want to upgrade this to a half-mile track, which will kind of change the whole concept a bit, but I feel like we're getting to cars that can go a little bit faster and completing that little bit longer track shouldn't make much of a difference overall. Track is loading. We're moving to the half-mile track. So we can really get a feel for this car. You know, we'll finish them a little bit longer, a little bit different, but it'll be a little bit more exciting to see how much we can get on the ground here. Sorry for the minor change, but I think it'll be well worth it here. I don't mind a few more seconds of these cars each. Earlier on though, they were all pretty slow, to be honest. There's a few that we probably could have brought to this track, but yeah, look how fast we're going, 137. That's why I wanted to bring this out. Get a true feel for this car. 17 seconds, we added like 5 seconds on. The quarter mile in this car, I can imagine, would probably be, you know, somewhere down like 10, 11. So this is the one we just did. So we're gonna go up next one, 2003 Porsche Carrera GT. This one's gonna be pretty wild. Used to love this car, still do. .85 quarter, you know, half mile, not even quarter, half mile. That's insane. I lost count, so I'm not too sure how much more we got to go, but I'm gonna guess we're around halfway done, maybe a little bit more. See where we end up on the bar on the right side. That'll tell us. But right here, look, we're right around halfway done. So next will be the 2004 Porsche 911 GT3. Oh, what's this guy got over there? Panamera or something? Not too shabby, 18.535. So that's the one we just did. We're moving up to the 2008 Porsche number 7 Penske Racing RS Spider Evo. Now this will be a pretty wild car to take down the strip. I can only imagine we're going to spin a lot of tires here. Preparing for takeoff. .566, absolutely insane. That's faster than some of those cars were doing the quarter mile. too far down the list. We were up here to a little skip around. So we just got done this one. So next is the 2011 number 45 Flying Lizard 911 GT3 RSR. Seems like we're going to get into an SUV next. $17.05, not too bad. Alright, let's get to running our next vehicle. We just did the GT3 RSR. So here we go, 2012 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Definitely interested to see how this truck performs compared to some of these other vehicles. Pretty slow. 19.086. I'm not surprised either, though. You know, ain't no tiny Carrera. It's a big, you know, big vehicle. You could fit 5 people in there, for sure. Let's see what we got next. Hold on, let me make sure. I think we messed up here. We're all the way down here. We just did the 2012 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. There's a lot of Porsches here. We got the next is the I don't know why is it skipping that? There we go. 2012 Porsche 911 GT3 RS 4.0. I feel like we're going to start seeing the top speeds coming up as we reach the top. Wham-boosh. Not too shabby at 17 seconds. For some reason it's lagging in the rent-a-car here. Either way, we just did this one, the RS 4.0. Oh my god, why is it skipping to? 2012 Porsche 911 GT2 RS. Acceleration in this car is amazing. I wonder if this is going to become one of our top contenders here. I don't think we're going to hit 165, but we might. We did. 170. 15.883. One of the fastest cars. Not too shabby. Finishes a friggin' half mile faster than some of those old Porsches. Could finish that quarter mile. Let's go ahead and move to the next car. I'm waiting for the brand new Porsche GT2 RS, I believe it's called. That one is a beast. I might set it to a whole mile for that one, so we can fully unleash that car. Let's rent a car. Buying all these would be pretty cool, but I'd probably go broke not even halfway through them, so I skipped over it. So we just took the 911 GT2 RS. Now we're going to take the 2014 Porsche 911 Turbo S out for a spin. .351, even faster than the last one. Alright, let's see what we're working on next. We're getting pretty far along here, so we just did the 2014 Porsche 911 Turbo S, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So now we are on to the 2014 Porsche 918 Spyder. This will be a fun car to run down this drag strip here. You can do it, electric car, you got this. Just steadily climbing up there. 15.215 seconds on a half mile. Holy crap. We're just getting into you know, the new Porsche generations here, and it's just completely different than what we were experiencing with the older Porsches there, starting in the 50s and moving forward, which was obviously expected. But these cars are just beasts of automobiles. Alright, I don't know why it's double skipping, just bear with me. We just did the 918 Spyder. Here we go, 2015 Porsche Macan Turbo. I'm definitely interested to see how this performs compared to the Cayenne Turbo we did. I think it was a 2012 Cayenne Turbo. It ran like a 19-second half mile. Let's see what this guy got. It's like the Cayenne's younger brother. Oh, that was a nice acceleration chirp right there. Now it's like struggling to get into gear or something. See when I shift? I don't like that. Come on, Macan. You're disappointing me out here. I was expecting much more from you. 126, 20.671. It's slower than the Cayenne Turbo. What? I'm shocked. It's a shorter SUV. It's more, you know, it's lightweight compared to the Cayenne by a bit. WTF is going on out here? I am shocked. Did not expect that to be our worst time on the half mile so far. I think we're down to the last 1/3 of Porsches that I gotta go through for the achieve. I don't know why it's lagging. This is really annoying. It's like lagging the car selector. Alright, this will be interesting. 2015 Porsche number 19, Porsche Team 919 Hybrid. It's a rental, so I don't think we got to worry about it because we're probably going to wrap this into a pole on this track, even though there's just walls. Oh, check this dash out. Oh, we are out. Prepare for takeoff. Holy crap. We are going. We could take off if this damn car had wings right now. 13.947 second half mile. That is honestly faster than half of the Porsches on the quarter mile that I've dealt with. Wow. Like literally planes take off at like 140. I mean, come on. These cars are just gonna take off. Just throw some wings on there, you're out. No need to hop on the airplane anymore. Hop in your car, put the wings out. Which is probably gonna come at some point. There's already companies looking into flying cars, basically, to deal with passengers and stuff, taxi service, stuff like that, like Uber. I'm interested to see how that goes. I don't know if I trust the early concept vehicles, but I definitely will get in once they're tested well enough. Here we go, 2016 Porsche Cayman GT4. See if you can impress us, Cayman. Little tangential right there, shouldn't affect our straight too much. 18.385. I guess I'm gonna say I'm not too shocked about that. I was expecting between 17 and 19, so falling right in there works well. It didn't have the acceleration I was looking for. Yeah, I won again. See what we got. We are on the final stretch here, guys. Let me check the achieve real quick. Oh crap, it's all the way up here, 89%. We might pop it before we do the final car, but for the video purpose, I'm going to do this on every Porsche. So here we go, 2016 Porsche 911 GT3 RS. $17.217, not too shabby at all. It's pretty good for a half-mile run. Alright, let's see what we got next. Thanks to anyone who's watching live, greatly appreciate it. Wrapping up this achieve. Please stop skipping. There we go. 2017 Porsche Panamera Turbo. I always thought these cars were like spaceships, these Panamera Turbos. They have this insane console and dash with like too many buttons, to be honest, but in the whole concept, it is a pretty wild car. And I know they're pretty fast, so I'm interested to see how this car performs. Dang, look at that. Crazy ass headlights. Look at that dash. We're missing all the buttons that we can't see down on the bottom there. Ah, why is the transmission not agreeing? It's like struggling on the shift, just like the damn Cayenne and Macan. No Porsche, no. 18.118. better than both of the SUVs, which I'm not surprised, but is definitely not comparable to any of the other cars, including the Cayman GT4. I think they have a Turbo S model. I wish they put that in the game. Could have got a real test. Yeah, Juan. Alrighty. I think I already driven the 911 GT2 RS, so I'm guessing once we do this 2018 Turbo Cayenne, that's when the Achieve will pop at the end of that. But next car we have is the 2017 Porsche number 92 Porsche GT Team 911 RSR. I'm definitely interested in the next one as well. That one's going to be a beast. Cover half the windshield with our logo so you can't see. And we are out. Surprisingly, I don't want to jinx it. So far every Porsche has been manageable with traction stability off, simulation steering, all that stuff. You know, no friction assist. Seems like I'm doing pretty well with getting them going, even though some do like to spin their tires a little bit too much. Especially the full-out race cars. This one actually accelerated pretty nicely from the start, so I'm pretty happy about that one. So here we go, 2017 Porsche number 2, Porsche Team 919 Hybrid. So this one was the GT Team. This is the 919 Hybrid. Look at this car, what kind of headlights are those? This is going to be absolutely insane. Oh my god. So Porsche had won Le Mans with the, I think it was this car, a few times, quite a few. I have an article about it on my website, eurodrift.com, eurodrift.com. It is faster than a lot of the Porsches on the quarter mile. And definitely probably the fastest car I've taken down the half-mile track. That is no joke. That car is an absolute beast. Achievement. No substitute. 0.26% rare. 15 gamer score. Complete a race with every car from Porsche. That was the goal of this video. But we're not done yet. I do want to finish out every Porsche for you guys in the video. So what I'm thinking here, guys, we're going to do the Cayenne Turbo. We're going to do the 911 GT2 RS. And then, for the heck of it, I'm going to set it to 1 mile. Come back to this car. And probably come back to the GT2 RS. I think that would be a great way to finish it out. It's a little bit, it's an extra, it's an encore per se, but I think it's well worth it because I want to see what these cars got on a full mile run. I don't expect much from the Cayenne Turbo. We're going to probably get between 18 and 20 second half mile here. Jeez. Such a choppy transmission shift. This one's a little bit better than the previous SUVs though. They were really bouncing with that transmission on the shift. That was a lot smoother right there. 19.469. Did I see a spoiler sticking off the roof of the Cayenne there? It almost looked like there was an active spoiler going on. So we have one more Porsche left, and then we're going to go back through for those mile runs for 2 cars, and that'll end my Porsche drag racing video. So here we go. One of my favorite Porsches. I saw this at the auto show in my city in person, and it is one of the most amazing Porsches that I've ever seen in my life. This is the Porsche I would love to own if I ever could. An absolute beast, so here we go. 15.933. Not too shabby at all. There you have it, all Porsches completed. Let's go ahead, go back and run these 2 mile runs. So I got to edit the track real quick. Go from there. Let's do the other one first. Oops, we gotta go to rent car. I already own that car, but I'm renting them because I don't know if I modded it in any way. I don't want to do that to it. So here we go. Race setup. Specific track. 2 car, 1 mile drag. Accept. We gotta wait for it to load for a sec, and then we'll be able to hit this. See what kind of number we hit on the top end of this car. $170 already. Holy crap. We just passed the half-mile mark. 198. I don't think the top speed on this is going to be where I'm thinking it'll be. Low 2s. It's not going to press into the 2 teens. It's probably because it's a limited car because they're built for certain race standards, and I'm pretty sure they have limits on max power and stuff like that. 100% complete there. Obviously, I don't know why I read that, but either way, that was pretty amazing. I was looking at top speed number there more so than how fast we complete it. Let's run the 911 GT2 RS, and that'll officially end this Porsche video. Let's go, buddy. Let's see what you got. Oh, they brought the a GT3 Blizzard or whatever it's called. I'm pretty sure. I thought this car would cross 200. I don't think we're getting it. We are short by 5 miles per hour. Oh man, I thought this car would have hit 200. It did not. But still, one heck of a vehicle. 195 is definitely not a shabby number by any means. Thank you guys for watching this Porsche run through. Would really appreciate if you like and subscribe. Thanks to anyone who's watching live. I think we crossed our first hour of stream time here. Yep. We're probably going to go till around 7, so another 40 minutes. Then I'm going to take an hour break to go eat some lunch and whatnot, and I mean dinner at this point. Come back with PlayerUnknown Battleground. Excuse me. So I'm not too sure what to do with the rest of the stream time here, guys. You know, I almost want to go for show and tell, but there's endurance races that are really going to hinder my chance. But I could possibly start hammering out the base races, and then we can always do the endurance races while I'm not playing. I can set up the drivatar and let them do them. I'm not going to do 100 driver gear suits. I'm not going to do 300 laps of molt. I'm not going to do 300 cars, 500 or 700. I'm not going to complete a race on every track in multiplayer. I'm not doing 50,000 credits in the community for my design, because it won't happen. We earned 3% so far on one of my designs. Take absolutely forever. We'd have to put out a ton of designs. Evolution Elite Champion. I don't feel like I'm going to be going for this. I don't feel like I'm going to go for this. Don't feel like I'm going for this. And don't feel like I'm going for this. I also doubt I'm going to do I Am Legend because I have to buy so many mod packs to get 3 legendary. It's just not worth it. Earn 50,000 for my tune. That'll never happen. Beat 10 rivals while running. No assists. Just going to skip it. Just not interested in the rivals. Win a race with no assists. In multiplayer, I'm going to skip because someone will ram me. I get rammed every time I do a multiplayer race. I'll get into like 2nd place and get hit by someone in the corner. Tossed off like a, piece of lettuce in a salad when they're tossing it around. Start last and finish first in multiplayer. Since it's so rare, I'm going to skip it because, I mean, you have to get lucky enough to be last in the race and then get lucky enough to win. Because, people are going to ram you anyway. You'll be in last, you'll go to pass someone, next thing you know, you're spinning out because the dude slams his brake and slams you off the road. It has happened, so I don't trust it. So the only other thing that would be worth doing in this game for me is to consider doing these. I'm not going to complete all of these, but the bottom ones, there's 5 on the bottom here. There's 2 left here. There's 1 left here. There's 4 there. We can do these. The only problem is the endurance races, but we had 170 views the last time I did endurance race, which was 3 hours of Spa Franker champs. So I think maybe, no guarantees, but in the morning hours when I do my work / business hours, stuff like that, I can possibly put this on and leave it run with the Drivatar in it and get, the endurance races done. So we'd have to do this race here. We have to do that right there. This, and this. Here's the endurance race. Sebring 300-mile marathon. That's why I'm going to use a Drivatar. I ain't trying to sit here for that long. I already did it once for Nürburgring at like an hour and a half. That was good enough. We got a Le Mans Circuit de la Sarthe, 250 miles. You got just a passing challenge. I'm not concerned about that. We can handle that today maybe. For this guy, we got Lamborghini passing challenge. And lastly, we have High Speed Chase, Chem Block 4 GT, Top Gear Bowling, and Factory Spec Racing. So maybe that'll be the last achievement I go for that closes out my, live streams of Forza. No, there's no guarantee. I might come back one day in a few months and decide, hey, I'm going to finish out these because I have the rest done. But for now, I think I'm going to put the game on the side once we get this achieved. So let's start with this Factory Spec Racing and we'll go from there. TGS presents Forza Motorsport 7 Evolution Championship Factory Spec Racing Porsche 911 GT1. You'll be racing a 1998 Porsche 911 GT1 against a field of identical vehicles.
If you take the car out of the equation and everybody's in the same equipment, then you have to make sure that you're better prepared than everybody else. You have to know the track better, you have to know the car better. As a teammate, you compare yourself directly in exactly the same equipment to the person sat next to you. So we look at data, we see where one person's better, we see where we can improve somewhere else, and you just have to work harder than the guy next to you.
So we're at Silverstone Racing Circuit Grand Prix Circuit track. Let's see what we're doing here. I'm running stability off, traction off, simulation steering, tires and stuff. Should actually go ahead and change one thing, the damage and fuel. We only want cosmetic damage, probably because we can get rammed. And if we get hit, it's just gonna cause issues that we do not want to run into. So 15 laps, 3.19 miles. That's quite a long race. I did not expect it. Let's go ahead and hop in a second here. Alright, let's do it. Crap. Calm down, guys. We're in expensive Porsche cars. I guess I gotta calm down as well, but they're like braking on a spot where you do not need to brake. Not my fault. Look, they're coming out of nowhere and ramming me the whole time. We gotta get past them. For real, dude? You're gonna turn the wrong way and cause me to go off the track? I don't know what he was doing. This race is way longer than I anticipated. 15 laps at over 2 minutes, jeez. This is basically an endurance race. No, I was looking at YouTube chat. Ah. Let's see, shout out to Donut Boy, what's up? This is fun and all, I don't mind doing this a few laps. But I'm not gonna lie, this is not what I was expecting to do. I'm backing out real quick. We're gonna rerun that video. Sorry about that, guys, I hate to do it. But I'm going to go ahead and let it do itself. I'm going to let it go on its own. Let me see. I'm going to have to turn off my steering wheel. See how I can get this to go.
Wind exiting narrator.
I'm still here. What the hell was that? Alright, bear with me, guys. I had no intention of starting an endurance race today. That's why I'm backing out. I'm not in the mood to sit here for 30 minutes doing that. But what I will do is set up my drivatar to do it. This way we can do the race and all that without doing, you know, too much. I'm probably going to be doing this for a lot of the remaining content where I set up the drivatar to do it for me. Let's go ahead and start the vid over again. TGS presents Forza Motorsport 7 Evolution Championship Factory Spec Racing Porsche 911 GT1. You'll be racing a 1998 Porsche 911 GT1 against a field of identical vehicles. This is a 15-lap race that should take about a half hour. So I've decided after doing a lap outside of this that I was going to use my drivatar setup to complete this. Overall, driving this car is really fun. It's a great car on the track, had no issues with that. It was just a factor of it's a pretty long race. And I'm continually testing this drivatar function. It's not a true drivatar, but it may as well be.
The equation and everybody's in the same equipment. Then you have to make sure that you're better prepared than everybody else. You have to know the track better. You have to know the car better. As a teammate, you compare yourself directly in exactly the same equipment to the person sat next to you. So we look at data, we see where one person's better, we see where we can improve somewhere else, and you just have to work harder than the guy next to you.
Wow. Are you serious? Guys, this whole time I had that set to extra long races. No wonder it was a half-hour race. If I knew that, I would have never quit. Oh my god. I'm going back to my steering wheel, guys. I thought it was a 30-minute damn race. So I was like, oh, what the hell? I got there and it's an extra long. It's 15 laps instead of 5. Well, that, that's a wake-up. Thank God I wasn't doing other stuff, because we would have been doing extra laps for nothing. Sorry that I'll have to do this intro 3 times, guys. I hate to have to do that, but I effed up. I take blame on this. It's going to take 10 minutes to do the race. I'll do the driving myself. Let me make sure my steering wheel's up and running again. Is it working? Seems to be working fine. I should be able to run the steering wheel now. So I will be doing this myself, so we're going to have to rerun the beginning and then we'll do the race. Thanks to anyone watching though, greatly appreciate it. Again, my plan for this game is to do one last achievement where I clear out the bottom portion, all the bottom ones there that have actual logos, not the main races, but the extra content basically, the stuff down here like this. And that'll be my playthrough. I'm going to probably play it once a week, but it'll be a quiet stream, meaning I'll do an intro and stuff, but then I'm going to let the Drivatar handling the endurance races that are like 2 hours long each. We're going to have to fix our settings again, but let's go ahead and get this started. TGS presents Forza Motorsport 7 Evolution Championship Factory Spec Racing Porsche 911 GT1. You'll be racing a 1998 Porsche 911 GT1 against a field of identical vehicles.
If you take the car out of the equation and everybody's in the same equipment, then you have to make sure that you're better prepared than everybody else. You have to know the track better, you have to know the car better. As a teammate, you compare yourself directly in exactly the same equipment to the person sat next to you. So we look at data, we see where one person's better, we see where we can improve somewhere else, and you just have to work harder than the guy next to you.
So here we go, 5 laps of Silverstone Racing Circuit on the Grand Prix circuit track. 3.19 miles per lap, so about 2 minutes. So it's like a 10-minute race. It's not that bad at all. Unfortunately, I made the mistake after getting the Spa-Francorchamps achievement for a 3-hour endurance race with my Drivatar setup of leaving it at extra long race, so I thought this was a 15-lap race. Fortunately, you set the standard and it's only 5 laps. So I always recommend checking that if you ever mess with it. So then you're doing extra laps. Way extra time too. An extra 20 minutes it would have been to complete this race. I have to say this car handles amazingly with traction stability off. I'm not having much trouble with keeping it on the ground, keeping control. It's like a well-tamed beast. Dude just hit me. went from a dead stop in 2:25, but now we're, yeah, we started out at a higher speed, so I suspect we'll cut that time down by a good 10 seconds or so. First time I truly lost traction on the rear in this race so far, but it wasn't too bad at all. We fixed it pretty rapidly. That was the worst traction loss I've had so far because I kind of pressed it pretty hard through that turn. I'd say it's not doing too shabby though. Putting a lot of power down before it really starts to lose it. It wasn't 10-second cut down, but good enough. Once we're like a minute and 10 into this lap, we'll be halfway through the race and we can make a guess at how long it'll take. But another 15 seconds. I'm gonna guess somewhere around 11:30. 11 minutes 30 seconds will be the race time. A little bit of drifting going on there, but I was pushing it on. I had my gas floored down right there and I wasn't letting off. Had to try. We're far enough ahead that if we did crash we'd be alright. Plus I have rewind on just in case. There we go. First time I completely went off the track. Took in the lap for it to happen. But I'm really pushing the limits of this car right now to the max. We touched the dirt. I'm not even gonna waste the time to rewind. Let them catch up. It's not like I have to worry much about them anyway. I hope you guys saw that though. I was drifting pretty decently there, and I'm pretty sure the back wheels touched the dirt, because the second that happened, the car gave out. You could hear it, like, you know, hitting the dirt. Definitely not what I had planned, but the texture changed, and, you know, changes the friction, everything. And it went right out the window. Gonna focus on just getting done now. Gonna do a little bit less drifting, risking. Second time I pulled out doing, you know, have the pedal mashed all the way down on my steering wheel setup going through that turn, so. Here we go, a little slip. Yeehaw! I didn't want the I thought I was hitting the handbrake. Well, we can re-enter the final straight. Oh, I didn't even do anything, just caused tires to smoke. Alright. Well, there you have it. Completed. And that's how it's done. Would appreciate if you like and subscribe. Real quick, shout out to Donut Boy. What's up? And no, I do not play Need for Speed. I never really I kind of lost myself, or I guess you could say Need for Speed lost me, when they created the run in the last, I think it was the Most Wanted for 360. They just really tossed away my my perception of them, so I haven't looked into the new ones. I do want to play the old like PlayStation 2 version of Most Wanted and maybe Most Wanted 2 someday, but we got the car for free. I think there's like 10 minutes left in time. Let me go ahead and put my headset down for like 30 seconds here to confirm. And once I confirm, we'll figure out what we're doing. Plan for this game is I will continue streaming it, but it will not go in a normal slot. Like this week, for instance, I may leave it on in the background during my, business hours in real life. And I'll set on like the endurance race and let, the Drivatar do 300 miles for me, and I'll live stream it, but I'm not going to be driving it. Because I do want that one last achieve. The last achieve I care for is show and tell. Most of the rest of these are just not worth the time. I just don't feel like doing all these again. There's so many races. Hours and hours and hours just to get through this. It's going to take hours and hours to do these, but the endurance race, you can set up the Drivatar. I can set up a Drivatar for all of these, but then I got to constantly watch the controller in the game. And just not trying to deal with it. Alright guys, give me literally 30 seconds here, be right back. Alright guys, one second, my cable like stuck on my paddle shifter, there we go. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and play for another like 13 minutes. I got till 7:05 p.m. Just so you guys know, tonight, an hour after this stream's end, I'll do PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds for up to 2 hours, and then after that, probably Rory McIlroy PGA Tour for up to like an hour and a half. And again, I'm not going to end this game this week, I've decided, but again, I'll probably Drivatar it anytime I stream it, meaning I won't actively be sitting here driving the endurance race for 3 hours. The last one I did Drivatar had 170 views, which is much more than my typical Forza stream, so I'll probably run the Drivatar again on the endurance races. And if you guys, watch enough, maybe I'll consider doing these with the Drivatar as well. And we can knock out like the entire game using the Drivatar. You don't make a lot of money, but you get it done. Let's go ahead and get this started. TGS presents Forza Motorsport 7 Evolution Championship Top Gear Police Car Bowling. For this round of car bowling, we've got you a Ford Crown Victoria, once a favorite as a police car in the US and Canada. And it kind of still is, I still see him out on the road. So let's go ahead and hop in, see what this is all about.
Bowling with a car, come on, that's easy, right? You just want to make the car as wide as possible, and how it's wide is when it's sideways. So bowling, if you're gonna bowl, first of all, you need speed, and you need.
I think we just gotta knock down them. Let's go ahead and get it started. Traction, stability off, simulation steering, all the good stuff, manual. Alright, let's do some bowling. This is how you prep for duty. You run over these, pretend they're the criminal you're chasing. $145,000. Trying to drift through them, but I'm not getting enough speed in this car. We have met what we need though. We can kind of get through the rest and not give a crap how many more we hit, but we'll still hit them for no reason. Oh, too much speed. I'm not going back for that though. We got enough points. $257,000 points. That's how that's done. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do. I believe we're gonna get the car for free here, so let's wait a moment. 1,200 credits. We leveled up. We can get this McLaren M2B for $65,000. Let's get it, because I was going for the outfit achieves, but I need like 50 for the next achieve. It's not worth it. Get a sick car instead. There we go. Good deal. We got a car, and we're going to get the Crown Vic as well. Let me wait and confirm for you guys. But I'm pretty sure every time you do one of these special ones, they give you the car for free. There it is, 2010 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. Would appreciate if you like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and do this Ford Bronco Hooligan Autocross now. I have another little bit under 10 minutes. We can get another 1 or 2 done. Again, you may see a pop-up stream of this week, next week. You know, I'll see how it goes. If you guys are watching my Drivatar runs, I may let the Drivatar finish out everything for me. I mean, I personally am tired of this game. It's so repetitive. I will do these special ones myself, but not the endurance. And if you guys want to see me finish out all the championships, all these races, I'll probably just hire the Drivatar for it. There is no actual Drivatar, but if you set the settings correctly, it works. TGS presents Forza Motorsport 7 Evolution Championship Ford Bronco Hoonigan Autocross. In recent years, this off-roader has become a sought-after collector's item. Easy to see why. It's sturdy, reliable, yet carries enough power to swing you around the track.
Autocross teaches you where to look, and you will continue to actually improve because, you know, in the beginning, that first time, you're going to be looking at those pylons that are almost right in front of you. The 10th time, you'll be smart enough to be looking at those pylons 2 corners ahead, so you'll start to learn to expand your visual and, you know, learn to be precise and you'll learn to be smooth because, you know, spectacular is not always fast on an autocross. So smooth, precise, and keep your eyes up and look down. You know, look further down than just in front of the car.
Oh, here we go. Let's do it. Lost it there. No, it's penalty palooza now. I was doing pretty good there too. I was avoiding quite a few hits where the car was drifting out and I had to yank the wheel back and forth to straighten it up enough to not hit him. Trying to get through this in a reasonable time, but we don't have to go too fast. This is insane. We definitely beat the 6-minute target time, and you'd probably have to ram every single damn thing on the way there to mess that up. Well, there I go. Getting a bunch of passes and the penalty, for sure. Here we go with this wild. Oh, we missed. Whatever. Take the penalty. Still 2-minute gap before we'd be screwed. I don't think we could actually mess it up at this point. As long as I get through this stretch right here. There we go. So definitely a good, like, maybe up to 30 seconds of penalty time, and we still did pretty well. Let's load back out so we can obtain our free vehicle. And there it is, 1975 Ford Bronco. Would appreciate if you like and subscribe. Alrighties guys, let's see, 7:03. I don't have enough time to finish. So again, I thought this was going to be my final stream of this, but we're going to continue to stream it for a bit more. But again, it will not be a primary slot. It will not be during my typical stream times. It'll be an extra stream on top of it, in which I will not personally be here playing it. Well, I'll be in the room, but I'll be focused on my work instead of my gaming time, obviously. because I'll do it during that time, where I'll set up the Drivatar, let him handle the endurance races, and, you know, let those go. Shout out to Kid Savage, what is up? So what I'm thinking is finish out those side ones, and then depending, you know, how much viewership we get, if you guys really want me to, I'll consider allowing the Drivatar to do these races here. Redo that one. He can handle all of these. You know, I'll pick the car and then let the Drivatar do all the racing. I'm personally Forza'd out. I really enjoyed this game. I'd highly recommend it. But after like over 50 hours of the same tracks, just different cars, you know, and playing Forza Motorsport 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I've had my fair share of Forza, but I am willing to finish out those bottom ones to get this achieved, called Show and Tell, and I'll also consider allowing the Drivatar to finish out the entire game if that's something you guys would be interested in. But again, it would be my Drivatar. I would do a voice intro, do a voice outro, but the rest would just be focusing on the Drivatar, as I have other stuff to focus on in those time slots. But if that's something of interest, let me know in comment or chat or whatever. Even send me a message on Xbox if you're my friend on there. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and sub. Peace out.